Hey, everybody, we are back for another market close. And well, let me tell you, the market's a little red out there right now. Interesting day. We started off in the red right away, not very much though, but then we recovered. We moved back into the green, and well, holy banana bread, we're finishing nice deeply in the red. Oh, wow. And we're talking quite a bit. So the S&P 500, it is down 1.10%, and the TSX is down 0.84%. In fact, everything's down except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 3.57%. It's up at 43,750 USD. So that's pretty darn good. Let's pull up that Let's pull up. Oh, I've already got the heat map up. Holy, I didn't realize I had it up, but it's up. Okay. So look at this heat map today. Oh my. We got a lot of red. We got a lot of red. Look at TD is down 1.17%. Look at Shopify down 3.49%. Oh my. Railroads are just down. And let's oh yeah, pretty much everything. There's a lot of things that are down. What is up? I'm just going to get rid of all of the things that are down. And yeah, here are the few things that are up. Constellation, CIBC, Loblaws, Rogers. So not a lot of stuff up today. Let's take a look at the US market quickly. Google's up 1.41%. That's not too bad. I do not have all the red turned on. Wow, look at that. I don't think you could have a redder day. That's a sea of red. It looks like I'm doing I'm looking at Iceland or something. There's so much red. By the way, that volcano erupted yesterday, hence that kind of red joke there. So yeah, we've got ourselves a pretty red market. All right, let's get rid of the heat map here, and we will. Holy banana bread! You guys are just crazy in chat today. So Chad says, Skiz, your time to win. I hope you're here, Skiz. Today is probably going to be your day. Change to spare, Skiz for the win. Will it be a Skiz day? That's what I was thinking. And Chad answered with, yeah, he is due. Absolutely. Asishu won yesterday, says, ha 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 ha, Skiz day, praying to the algorithm lords to gift him one. Look, we got Patricia in the house saying, hi, finally I'll be able to watch live. Awesome. All right. We got Jordan in the house. Good afternoon. I made a market close stream. Welcome, Jordan. It's always good to see you. Chad says, the Bitcoin mining companies are up. Yeah, anything Bitcoin related is probably doing well. You know, your I'm trying to think of somebody else. Neptune Digital Assets, I believe, is up as well. Steve says, hello, all. Then Patricia's going, a lot of red. Yes. So much red. Hence, you see the red on the wall back there for that red market. I think we're late enough in the day that I don't think it's going to change back to green. But if it does, I'll change that color. I have no problem doing that. Paul says the only thing up is Brookfield. Wow, 0.4. Sammer's in the house saying hello. By the way, I did fix my time thing to have seconds on it now. So I'm not going to miss the bell today for sure. Or get all caught up in that minute of trying to make sure I don't miss the bell. Now I know the seconds, so we're good. All right, Ian is here. Welcome, Ian. And here he is, the famous, or is it infamous, Skiz? Hopefully the winner of today's membership. I hope so. Well, you got today and tomorrow to win if you want to, come to the additional live stream we're going to do tomorrow night. So let's look forward to that. That's going to be cool. Here we go. Back here to Paul saying, what news came out? It was okay earlier today. Yeah, it was okay. In the afternoon, it fell back into the red. I didn't see anything really significant news-wise that could be causing it, unless part of it's a reaction to the whole Colorado thing, where Colorado has said that they're removing Trump from the ballot. They're not going to let him be on the ballot. But I don't know if that would affect the market so much. It could just be all of that, because I've been saying all week we should be getting some tax loss harvesting this week and that it could put us into the red. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm not entirely 100% sure. Ian bought stuff at Ian bought a bunch of stuff just at noon before it dropped. Oh, bad timing. It's Ian's fault. If Ian had not bought anything, it would have stayed in the green. No, just kidding, Ian. Want to cement? Okay. I want to cement too. I don't know. I don't know what you said, Patricia. I'm lost on that one. Bonnie's in the house. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome to the stream. Chad, Hut 8 Riot Platform, NDA Cipher, Wolf up 7 to 15%. Yeah, absolutely. Skiz is clarified. Oh no, I'm infamous. Which is funny. George, Legal Legend says, hello, everyone. We got Prairie Investor in the house. Afternoon all. Bit late, but I made it. You're not late by much. We just started 6 minutes ago. So you're just on time in my books. Ian says, if it was Colorado causing the drop, I think it would have dropped earlier. And I was kind of thinking that when I was saying it, Ian, because that did break, I believe it broke last night. And Patricia says, sorry, autocorrect sucks. Absolutely. I would rather misspell a word than have autocorrect decide which word it thinks I want to spell, because sometimes it can be very embarrassing, some of the words it comes up with. Paul says, I sold some stuff at 6:30 a.m. and bought some other U.S. stocks. Nice. Skiz sold before the market. Skiz is asking, sold before the market is open. Yeah, you can put your orders in before the market opens, and they'll get processed when the market opens, of course. I'm going to move this down a little bit because it's blocking part of my screen. Patricia says, trying the extended hour on Wealth Simple. I have not played with that, but yeah, that's definitely interesting. And Patricia wants to sell Neptune Digital. Yeah, if you bought it last year, back when I think when Rye was promoting it, it's come down quite a bit since then. So you might have a little bit of a wait. But here's the good thing, Patricia. I think you're going to see it come up in 2024 because this is going to be a year for crypto. So that may very well be a good thing. So you should get if you want to still sell it, you'll get your opportunity, I believe, in this year coming up. And Chad's like, why sell NDA? Well, I wouldn't sell it right now. If you're in the red, don't take that loss. You're going to make that money back. Sammer, which Canadian spot BTC ETF is your favorite? It depends. I do like Purpose. So the two main ones on Purpose that I am looking at is BTC.Y, which is hedged Canadian. And there's also BTCY.B, which is an unhedged version. So those are two good ones, but there's a lot of different ones, and there's a lot of pretty much there's a whole bunch of there. I don't think you can go wrong with which one. I just started with the Purpose one, so I kind of feel a little attached to them, but yeah, there's definitely still good ones. And look at Chad down here. Chad saying BTCY. So Chad likes BTCY as well. It'd go up. Yes. Okay. Now here it is. So Joe is saying the situation in the Red Sea could be causing the drop. Absolutely. And for those of you who haven't heard, basically the Americans sent a bunch of ships over to the Red Sea. So there's a little bit of political tension going on over there. I know. I remember I found out about it yesterday by a headline on a Meet Kevin video. I was like, oh, what's going on now? Oh, excuse me. All right. Patricia says, I'm waiting to sell, but not at a loss. I want to trim my portfolio. Nothing wrong with trimming your portfolio. I think it was Warren Buffett who said that he's pretty much doesn't go for a ton of stocks, but would rather have a smaller basket of the ones that he understands. And it's worked really well for Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. So nothing wrong with that at all. We got Bleak 784 in the house. Hey team, awesome. Yeah, it's definitely good to see everybody in here, and I'm really looking for. I kind of want to do the draw now, but we're gonna wait till after the bell. see whether or not Skiz manages to win. But you know what? I don't want to even name another person because every time I name another person, they end up winning. Um, but I got my eye on somebody who I think might do it. Somebody. Oh, I'll name them. And Skiz, if this person wins, you can blame me 100%. But I'm thinking Patricia's gonna win. That's what I'm thinking. And I just want to make sure before any words of rigged come out, I have no control over who the algorithm decides. It's based on how much you post in here. So start posting like crazy, Skiz. I think Patricia has about 5 of them up on you right now. Paul says, never heard of extended hours on Wealthsimple. Looked it up. U.S. stocks only extended hours trading schedule. Pre-market trading hours 7 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Post-market trading 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I mean normally the pre-trading is more of an institutional thing, but I think that's kind of one of these interesting things that Wealthsimple does is they kind of like act as an institution and then bring us all along for the ride. So that doesn't really hurt. Now it depends on what your goals are though, right? If your goal is to long-term investing, then extended hours mean nothing. They really don't mean anything. But if you're more of a flipper, so like let's say a swing trader, having access to extended hours could actually be really, really good, especially if you get a big drop in extended hours, because sometimes you'll get these drops and you know that when the market's open, it's probably going to fly back up. So we'll have to see how this is all going to roll out. And Skiz says, mandatory chat entry to win raffle. Oh, Skiz, I really hope you win today. Patricia says, I received an email from Wealthsimple. It's their beta version. It should be very interesting to see how this is going to look. Yeah, I mean, Wealthsimple they keep on doing some really cool stuff. So definitely one of my favorite brokers. Most of my stuff right now is over at National Bank, but I'll tell you, I do like Wealthsimple a lot. And all it would take is for National Bank to be a little bit less convenient, and I'd move things back to most of the reason that I'm over at National Bank is just for the swing trading and stuff. I have a quicker and I'm more agile on their platform than I am on Wealthsimple, so it's kind of that time factor thing. Paul says, I was wondering previously why my Wealthsimple balances were changing after the end of the day. Well, that's why during the off hour trading, you get things moving, and you'll even get reactions too. Like if you have, for example, an energy stock, that price is going to continually be changing throughout the day, even when they're closed, based upon the oil of West Texas Intermediate. So on that price, so things do change regularly. Let's see. Skiz says the UI on Wealthsimple is clean and easy. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. It might just be that when I was doing like really heavy day trading, I was doing that on National Bank. And so I can almost, without even thinking, zip around in through the trades on National Bank. So I think that's what it is. But we'll take a look in the new year. Maybe I'll move everything back to Wealthsimple. I don't know. We'll see. I know I like the fact that it is easier to move money around on Wealthsimple. So I will give them that over at National Bank, like when I want to move money out of the platform and back into the platform. All right. No. Oh, okay. We got about 50 seconds before the bell. Steve got himself an email as well. Give me 1 second. I just want to. There we go. I wanted to double check. Oh yeah, the market's only getting worse as the day progresses. Now the TSX is down 1.07%, and the S&P 500 is down negative 1.42%. All right, Chad says, it's Skiz Day today. YouTube is biased to the 416. Let's hope. I think Skiz got a good chance today. Patricia says, I hear you. If National Bank was like Wealthsimple, I would open an account with them since I'm a client. There we go. Chad says, heard soon Wealthsimple will be getting into mortgages. That would not surprise me. Nothing really surprises me with Wealth Simple. And it's time. There goes the bell. Oh, wow. All right, everybody. Sorry for your ears. There we go. Markets closed. We have finished officially in the books with a red day. All right. Bonnie says, woohoo. Yeah, absolutely. I think Skiz actually says that he's here for the bell. So, Wealth Simple, I don't like the desktop version, even on the phone app. Once you move money to USD, the graphs get all screwed up. And that's part of the issue too, is I do my trading on the desktop. I don't want to be trying to figure out how to, not figure out, but I don't want to be moving things around on my phone or even on my iPad. I prefer the desktop when it comes to that because I've got all of these monitors that I can use, which is very, very useful. Patricia says, if I could down just a bit more so I could load on some ETF. Likes the bell. Everybody likes the bell. The bell is awesome. Bell, bell. All right. It's time to find out whether or not Skiz has done it today. Or is it going to go to Patricia? I don't know. Let's get this going here. Let me just pull through here. All right, here we go.
Good afternoon, Candace. Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, thank you, Alexa. Alexa was cheering for I don't know who. All right, we will know in a second. I have put it through. Let's see who wins. Oh, this is so exciting. All right, is it going to be Skiz? All right, come on, come on, come on. No, it's somebody else. It's Jang. Okay. Oh, that in a way, if you know what's Skiz, if you didn't win, I'm almost glad Patricia didn't win as well because it would have looked absolutely rigged. So I think I called the winner the other day, and that was funny. Oh, Skiz, tomorrow you'll win. I hope. Oh dear. And so we had the bell. All the best. So much pressure. I know. It's hilarious. Pressure can make a perfect diamond. There we go. And of course, we had, Jang win, and everyone's congratulating Jang. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, wow. This is going to be fun. So, tomorrow night, by the way, we got our exclusive channel membership live stream. So we have 2 live streams tomorrow. We're going to do the close. We're going to have some fun. Then I'm going to go have some supper and start getting ready for the channel member one. And we're going to do that. Oh, look at this. Jill's saying, do a second. You guys all want me to do one more? Just let me know. I will do it. And let's do it. All right, one more. Skiz. It's like Battleship. Keep on trying to hit that Corvette, but it just doesn't happen. All right, let's do this. All right, one more. Here we go. All right, we have launched. You know, we're aiming at F7. And who's going to win? Who's going to win? Come on. It's a Pierre Oliver Morin. Wow. All right. Awesome. And the next question is Pierre as well. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's either Pierre Oliver or Pierre anyway, I try to get people's names right, but I am just really, really bad. So, hey, Candace, have you seen the headlines for 2024? Expected recession as Fed and BOC starts cutting the rates. No, I don't think you're going to see a recession. In the U.S. right now, their GDP is still pretty strong. Now, we're going to be skirting it in Canada, and we may drop into a technical recession, but it'll be a very, very weak one. So I don't think it's going to be anything that we have to really super worry about. 2024, first half is going to be pretty rough. Second half will start to look better. I think 2025, if we want to really jump ahead, is going to be a great year for us as investors. But let's not get our cart too far ahead of the cart too far ahead of the horse. Whatever that saying is, let's not do that. Skiz says, my portfolio is flat for the day. I'm okay with the markets today. Absolutely. I mean, there were some corrections. So, there were some places where if you were looking for an entry point, perhaps you got it. Skiz says, congrats. And Pierre, I think it's Pierre. I don't think it's Pierre. I think it's Pierre. All right. Says, yay, I'm so happy. Awesome. Congratulations. Maybe tomorrow, Skiz, says Patricia. Save the best for last, Skiz. Yeah, maybe Skiz will get it on the last day. That'd be kind of cool. Christmas Day present, I'm sure. And Jill says, I thought the channel membership video was tomorrow, not tonight. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I hope I didn't say tonight. No, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is the channel membership video. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Mario says, hello, everybody. Absolutely. Let's see. You said it correctly. Good to hear your thoughts. Thanks for the sub. Absolutely. And Prairie is saying congratulations to the winner. And you see, Prairie Investor is someone who probably should be winning too, because she's pretty darn active. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we have that going on tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll close out the week. Then then there's 2 days off because we don't have a stream this Sunday. But Christmas Day, we get the Christmas Day show. So that'll be a nice live stream on Christmas Day. Then everything will get mostly back to normal, although we still have some of these closes to finish out because, I think most of next week we got closes as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Prairie said, congratulations to the winners. Yeah, we had two winners today. Chad says, wow, Solana just flipped XRP by 100 million. Yeah. Well, Solana is one of these coins that there's a lot of application behind it, and a lot of people have been building things on Solana opposed to Ethereum. So I think Solana, I think it's got a bright future when it comes to some of the altcoins. So there's a handful of altcoins that I really like. Solana is definitely one of them, and I do like XRP, not as much as I like Solana though. So that's really good news. All right, video. We got a video coming out on Friday, so we do have a winner from the poll, and it is WCP. So Whitecap has won. So Whitecap Resources. It was really close for a bit, so that video is coming out on Friday. Now, those of you who are channel members, I will probably have that video up tomorrow before the live stream. And you guys will get a chance to watch it soon. That's kind of one of the benefits of being a channel member. Also, of course, being able to watch that live stream. That's another huge benefit. What's the other benefit? Other than I sometimes send out little tidbit emails and things like that. Also, anytime you make recommendations. So when I make up these lists, so when I put the voting out, I pull it out of a pool of company names, but every time a channel member throws a company in that pool, it floats to the top. So it gets put into the list for people to vote on faster. And that to me is pretty darn cool. Also, and I almost forgot, the last video of every month, the channel members get to decide what it's going to be. So I'll probably I'll probably do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably drop out just an email on the community tab for the channel members, just so that you guys can let me know what you guys want to vote on. Because I normally get together 3, 4, or 5 different topics that you guys want that last video to be, and then I throw up a poll, and then you guys vote, and of course, majority wins. The only rule is it has to be kind of finance related. Like if you want me to do a video on, I don't know, doing practical jokes on people on park benches, it's probably not going to happen unless you can figure out a financial angle to it. But that would be pretty much pressing it. So, yeah, so that's what's coming up. It's pretty darn good. These are really fun. So one of the things I am thinking is as we get closer to the new year, I have to start beginning to sort of say, okay, what am I going to do in the new year? because I like to make little changes, like take a look back at 2023, what worked, what didn't work. This here is working. So that is one of those things. So I have to look at how I'm going to bring these in the new year, how we're going to do it. Like I've been thinking about, do I want to do one a week? Do I want to just bring them in for big days like CPI or rate hikes, that type of thing. So that'll be things that I'll pretty much ask you guys, your opinions about as well as we go ahead. I have had a couple of requests. Like last year, the big thing for going into the New Year's, we brought out the battles, and they didn't work, And that's the thing. If I may bring something out at the beginning of the new year, say, okay, here's something for 2024, and if it doesn't work, I'll park it, like I did the battles. I think one of them did really well. The battle that did really sorry, I don't know where my tongue went that time. The one that did really well was actually the Brookfield one, because we had just had the old Brookfield Asset Management breaking into Brookfield Corporation and the new Brookfield Asset Management, and a lot of people were confused. So that battle sort of cleared that one up quite a bit. So it definitely worked really well. But for the most part, the battles were getting about half the viewership as any of my typical deep dives. So we're going to look, I want to find something kind of cool for this year. Because one of my goals is I do want to hit the 3,000 early in the year, because at 3,000, I've already kind of promised you guys I would do a fake news a fake news segment. It'd be a video, be kind of similar to the news they do on SNL type thing. So we'll just do that for fun. But yeah, now the 5,000, we've also kind of threw this out here. 5,000, I might do for that one. I'm thinking about it. A full live stream from open to close. So we're talking about a 6-hour live stream. But that's at 5,000. We got a long ways to go before we get there. But that's the thing. 2024, I definitely want to push. I would love to finish 2024 with 3,000 and 4,000 behind us. So that would be kind of cool. And heck, if we somehow hit the 5,000 in 2024, then that would be really cool too. So got a lot of ambitions. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, Chad says, we'll be in the top 3 blockchains. Solano, yeah, I would agree with that. Pierre says, what will be your investment resolution for 2024? Oh, that's a great question. I have honestly not really thought a lot about it, but I will certainly, and I'm going to put a lot of thought into it, because I'd like to have sort of some general ideas of my 2024 plans, not just personal investment, channel investment, even with the challenge investment. So there's going to be a lot of thought put into that. I don't have an exact answer at this moment, Pierre, but stay tuned. Stay tuned for that one. Absolutely. Paul says, today, what happens to those people that love covered call ETFs? Did their NAV really crash more or less? Yeah, it's one of these things. It really depends on the covered call ETF. I don't look at covered call ETFs as being a long-term solution at all. I look at them as being more short. I was going to say short terms, but short term. I see them as more of a short term thing. Like, it depends on the sector. If you're playing a covered call ETF on a sector that is hot, you shouldn't get a lot of NAV erosion, I guess we'll call it. But when you're trying to hold one for a longer term, you are going to have that general erosion. And I know, and I've heard some people in the community, not in this community, but within the overall Canadian financial community, who, we'll talk about, you're getting all of this money, so some of that's coming out of your NAV. It's not a big deal. But I look at it this way. I look at the total return. If the total return is in the negative, then it doesn't matter that it's giving me, an income per se, because I could have just sold a little bit of a stock that had a smaller, a total return and made more money. So I kind of look at it that way. But, if you are in a situation And this is where in retirement, a lot of times this comes into play, where you just want the income and you don't give a damn about the NAV or or what's going to happen with the stock itself. As long as it keeps pumping out the dividends, you're happy. Well, that becomes a bit of a different story. And that's where I find covered call ETFs can definitely be useful in a situation like that. Skiz says, who knew so much thought goes into content protection? Oh, you'd be surprised. You take a typical video. Well, let's, for example, the one that's coming out on Friday or, tomorrow for the channel members. That video, like I spent half, probably a good 3 hours or more, 3 to 4 hours today, just scripting it. Then tomorrow morning, I will film it. So that takes about 30 to 40 minutes to film it. And then I'll edit it. And that's going to take most of the day. And then once it's edited, I'll do all of the upload stuff. So it's actually one little video, even, 10-minute video. It takes pretty much almost a full day of work just to get that video out to you guys. So it does take a little bit of time for sure. Jordan says, we want a 24-hour stream. Oh, man, Jordan. No, that's not happening. But I did need a drink because of that. That was, I don't want to say never, that it's never going to happen, but it's probably not going to happen. Honestly, I could be game. But I have a feeling Jill would put her foot down and say, never in a million years will you do a 24-hour stream. So we'll have to see. JJ is in the house. Hey, y'all. Finally caught the live stream. Fantastic. Always good to see you here, JJ. Yeah, and JJ, I don't know, for those of you who don't know, JJ's working on a doctorate, so one of my smart followers. Gotta like the smart followers. Paul says SOXL times 3 leverage semiconductor ETF down negative 8.72% today. Yeah, that's the issue with leverage, is when it goes up, you can make some good money, but when it goes down, holy banana bread, you can lose a lot of money. And this is one of those things, like when we talk, we talked a little bit earlier in the week about the whole emotions of investing. When you're using leverage, you want to make sure that you have no emotions in this at all, because you can't afford to give into like fear, uncertainty, doubt, or FOMO on either end of any kind of trade when you're playing with the leverage stuff, because oh boy, you could end up losing your shirt for sure. Change Despair says, click that like button, folks. Oh yeah, absolutely. Always click the like button. You guys this is one of these things, like, I don't talk about the like button that much because heck, you guys all know the YouTube game. You guys watch YouTube, and most of you probably watch myself, and you may watch Beavis Wealth or Canadian in a T-shirt. You got a whole bunch of us. So everybody knows, hit the like button. So do that anyway, because it does help the algorithm. Chad says, Paul, when Canada stops selling ICE or ICE and goes 100% EV, semiconductors will go through the roof. Yeah, we're getting to, and there was an article that broke yesterday. So by 2035, the government plans to have it illegal to sell gas-powered cars. I believe you can still sell hybrids though at that point. But yeah, they're very serious about phasing this out. Now, mind you, we're going to have a change of government, and maybe things will change with that change of government. But as things stand right now, that's what's getting put into effect. So there's a big push on EV for sure. Chances there are 1,400 chips in an iPhone 14, by the way. That's a lot of chips. Tell you, I would love to get a bag of chips that has 1,400 of them in it. Holy cow. You might get 6 in a bag of chips, maybe a little more, but, still. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of chips. I mean, miniaturization, it's just crazy. If you've ever looked inside a computer and looked at some of the circuit boards, some of the stuff is very, very small and impressive. Um, Pierre says, I don't know if you saw, but your opinion on covered call ETFs is the same as a post I shared on Blossom. I did not see that post, Pierre, but hey, I like it that we have the same opinion. So that's not too shabby. Now, Blossom, any of you guys who have not heard about Blossom, by the way, that is that social media app for investors. There is a link down below in my about section. Um, I highly recommend it. Jump over there. It's free. You can talk to, well, you can talk to me. You can talk to other people like you, and all of the Canadian YouTube, not all of them, but most of the big Canadian YouTubers are on it, like Brandon Beavis, Canadian in a T-shirt, and a whole bunch of others. So definitely check it out. And let's see. I've done 2 this year. We're talking about that 24-hour live stream. Holy cow, Jordan. You can do it. And here's the never I told you about. It's there. I'm actually surprised she didn't capitalize the never. But yeah, it's there. 24-hour banana bread, says 9. Yeah, that would be, I mean, maybe someday when AI can do, well, actually, I mean, here's the funny thing. You take it like when I do the 6-hour one at 3,000, I'm probably going to film a couple little segments that I want to include in that so that I can play a segment when I have to, for example, perhaps go on a bio break. So just a couple little things like that. But no, I think it would be kind of cool. Here's Jordan. Come on, Jill. They're not that bad. They became really fun after the 18th hour. Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, it would be fun. Absolutely. Um, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that if I had to talk with this level of energy for 24 straight hours, I may not be able to talk for a couple of days afterwards. But oh well, you never know. It could be fun. Ian says, I'm back. I'm at work. I have to keep turning off my phone when the boss comes over. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Don't get caught, Ian. You want to keep your job. You can always watch the replay if it gets too dangerous. Ah, it's funny. Me and Jill have been getting caught up on all of the FBI shows, so we've been watching those, and it kind of just reminds me what Ian said. What he said, I was just picturing a sort of a sting operation, so all high tech, you know. Ian's wearing like a black, some kind of black ninja-like stuff, and hiding the phone from the boss. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. JJ says 24-hour live stream would be dope if that ever happens. Yeah, maybe if Jill goes on a vacation without me, then we can squeeze one in. But I don't think that's going to happen. Patricia says we should all hit the like button as soon as we're watching, like hitting the doorbell. Yeah, it should just be a normal thing. It's like you come in, you hit the like button, take off your shoes, relax, you know. Paul says government last minute added hybrids. Once Justin Trudeau's Liberals are gone, this no ice by 2035 will be gone. Bring back plastic straws and plastic grocery bags. Here's an interesting thing. Now we order most of our food and have it delivered. And they come in these cloth bags, like those, you know, those cloth bags that people buy. Well, all of our food that gets delivered comes in, and we have a ton of these cloth bags. So, I mean, how good is that? Because we're at the point that we're going to start throwing away cloth bags because there's just too many. So, you know, it's kind of one of those interesting things. Now, this would be good. Change to spare. A 24-hour live stream joint with other Canadian YouTubers. That would be a really good idea. You know what? The next time I'm talking to Brandon Beavis and a few of the others over there on Blossom, I'll pass this idea forward because that would be kind of cool. Like if we each did like, let's say you picked 24 Blossom people and have each person do an hour. That would be really cool. Paul says Candace does live trading on YouTube. Hopefully I spelt Candace correctly. You did. It's spelled with an ACE. So this is how I always tell people: if you misspell it with an ICE, you're going to get an icy reception. But you spell it like with an ACE, you're an ace in my books. So that tends to work. Ian says, I'm quitting January 1st anyway if the boss gets mad. It's like, yeah, don't worry, boss. My days are numbered. I know it. Prairie says, I just hide the browser window with YouTube off screen. Oh, absolutely. I actually knew this guy that worked for a company that I worked in, and he had a vision impairment. So it was very close to being blind. He had a little bit of sight, but he actually minimized his all these chat windows underneath the screen, and he could just move to them because he didn't need to see them at all, and was holding on conversations, and some of them were kind of naughty, until he eventually got caught. But he'd been doing it probably for about 6 months before he actually got caught. So, he ended up getting fired, by the way, because some of them were very naughty. Paper bags and paper straws suck. I do not like paper straws at all. They're like, I don't know, they're just very hard to get proper suction on them, I guess. Skid says, I don't understand the appeal of a 24-hour stream. Y'all ain't got things to do. And Jill loves Skiz. Jill will probably call YouTube and say, hey, get that algorithm in order. Let Skiz win tomorrow. Skiz is cool. Paul says, Ian, don't use a work phone for watching YouTube while at work. We had someone use a work phone to watch World Cup all day and they got terminated. Yeah. Let's see. And Jill says, and if you did it first, some kind of charity, that would work. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a charity. And maybe that's something we can look at doing somewhere down the road. I'd love to do that. Paul says, no dance in Can Dance. Yeah, absolutely. I think I've said this before, but there's new people here. I once at one of my birthday parties, my mom picked up the cake and it said, happy birthday, can't dance. I mean, fair enough. I'm not very good at dancing, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, why didn't you even look at it before you accepted it? But yeah. And Change to Spare is all for a charity stream of sorts. Asisha, Candace, thank you for sharing your tips and views with the community. Oh, you're welcome. That's what I do here. Skiz says, how do you fire a blind guy? What a conversation. The worst thing is, it came to me first and I had to investigate. Yeah, and there were obvious signs that he was very much into what he was doing in these chats. And so then I at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm sending this higher up. I don't want to deal with it. And here was the worst thing. This guy's wife worked for us as well. So we were trying to keep it as secret as possible and trying to reserve her dignity. But of course, the person who reported it to me had a big mouth. It got out. Poor guy. Well, poor her. I mean, he deserved what he got, but still, holy cow. All right. As she says, I produce videos for a living, and trust me, it is tough to have content delivered regularly in a timely manner. Hats off to all YouTubers who do that. Yeah, absolutely. And here's a funny thing. When my channel is eventually is able to make enough money that I can actually hire someone to do that, I will love it because then I can just concentrate more and more on content. And then you'll probably have the video quality will all of a sudden one day go through the roof. You'll know that's because, hey, the company, either I got a big sponsorship or the YouTube channel has just exploded. Paul says, A&W paper straws suck. They go soft and don't suck after that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Wow. That story got even better. Absolutely. All right. You know what? It is time to go. But before I do, I got to try one more time, Skiz. Just one last time to see if we can pull it off for you. I'd love to end this on an insane note of you winning, but we'll see. Let's see. Paul says, I tried Super Chat yesterday and it got returned refunded. Holy banana bread. That's okay. Oh, it's Tim Carroll. Tim Carroll wins. Oh, Skiz, you gotta. underneath the thing that says Mountain Finance gifted one thing, is there like a little link or something there telling you about turning it on? Because I can't believe you haven't won yet. So just double check. Make sure you've got it turned on. So, so that way there you can win. All right. Now I don't know what went on with the super chat. As far as I know, the super chats are working. Um, well, maybe I should test one. Give me a second. I'm going to super chat myself. Yeah, there we go. This is just a test. Let's make sure this is working. All right. Because, yeah, if it's not working, that would absolutely suck. So let me check. We'll see. We'll know here in a second. While we're waiting for that to either go through. Oh, look, there it is. There it is. It works. All right. You must have had some issue on your end, but the super chats work. All right. All right. I'm going to pass through all of the congrats, Tims, because, hey, I'm getting hungry. It's almost time for supper. Oh, look at this. Paper straw milkshake, not good. No, it's like, it's just not good. It's hard. It's hard. I don't drink milkshakes anymore because I'm, living a healthier lifestyle, but I remember them from the past and I don't have good memories with that. And another congratulations. Oh, why? Why, Skiz? Nope, this is all just bad luck. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. JJ, I tried to give a super chat on Monday, but it never worked, kept freezing, and then YouTube crashed. Holy banana bread. That's just crazy. Paul says maybe it was because it was not at the very end of yesterday's chat. Change to spare says we need to reverse this. Hope for Skiz to not get a membership. Yeah, I actually thought that at the beginning of the stream I'd throw up a poll. Will Skiz get his membership today? Yes or no? But I'm like, no. It's like poking the bear. I don't want to do it. And here we go. Look at this. They work. Paul has gotten it through. For Skiz, $2 super chat. Holy banana bread. Tomorrow is your day, Skiz. Tomorrow you will win. You had better win. Oh, and Chad, I read that wrong, guys. Okay. Anyway, we're going to end on that super chat. Paul, you absolutely, let's get it back up on the screen. Paul, you absolutely rock. You guys all rock, but Paul rocks a little more just for a few seconds. And Skiz is going to win tomorrow. I'm sure of it. So we will be back here tomorrow. We'll do this all over again, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Oh my God, these are so much fun. You guys rock. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.